Folks, today we're going to uncover the mysteries of the underwater world. The drill's working fine, but the ship is dancing like it's on a party boat. Makes you wonder if the ocean is pulling some string. Everyone, run. The ocean's dance party has begun. The professor turned into a detective the moment he heard Hobbo's "This is the truth behind ocean burial. The drill pierced the seabed. No wonder it's a mess." The professor showed Hobbo the seabed wonders. This is a scene from later, the ultimate bug party. Though they died a tragic death, the bacteria turned into the seabed superheroes. But the professor said, no worries. Dead algae layer crumbles. Rotten shell powder? No big deal when effect isn't a concern. Today is Shu's birthday, Laura's friend. Despite her mission, she sent a quick email wishing him joy. She beamed with happiness. Shu prepared to reply when his computer went into disco mode. The penguin shook party time. Just when he was scratching his head about what was happening, the ship rocked violently, and two lovebirds on the bridge were busy with PDA. Just then, the boy awkwardly dropped his book in the water. Then, a jellyfish floated up like a tiny water sprite, and more jellyfish joined the party. Everyone stopped to gawk like they were at an aquatic pop concert. The whole port was taken over by jellyfish. Welcome to the underwater dreamland. Meanwhile, Mary returned to the hospital, buzzing around like a caffeine-fueled bee. While examining, she nicked her finger, sampling like magic. Seeing the monitor's data, her face turned as serious as seeing an alien. This toxin is like an advanced tattoo, lurking in the freshly caught seafood from warm waters. Even scarier, on entering, it triggers blood vanish mode, causing chefs to die swiftly. People in the city were also showing symptoms. A car washer goofing at a girl suddenly started coughing, feeling ill like after bad moonshine, leaning on the car. But the driver inside the car couldn't wait any longer, urging with growing anxiety as if participating in a speed race. Finally, the car washer was swiftly rushed to the hospital, and the doctors moved with lightning speed, as if they were on an urgent rescue mission. At that moment, Mary got a call. 12 more infected. She felt like in a horror movie. She thought, how could so few lobster handlers spread the infection that fast? Just then, she recalled that the secret of the waste disposal system. No wonder the virus was making its escape. Mary was still explaining her theory to her colleagues, but the scene before her resembled a zombie movie. Strange patients everywhere. Mary had to report the creepy crawly catastrophe. She quickly handed her findings to the company. The company quickly checked other areas for the creature, sending pics to the delegate. They found similar creatures in the South China Sea. Kimura confirmed Hobbo wasn't spinning yarns, so he decided to tread carefully. To avoid chaos, Kimura collaborated with the police. Considering the reports of fish attacks, Sean marked the attack spots on the map. He knew this route like the back of his hand because it was the goldfish migration route. Most attacks happened along this path. Obviously, the goldfish was bothered, so Sean had a bold idea. Confirming they were snoozing, he dived into check. The sleeping goldfish floated in the ocean like giant kites. Sean swam carefully into the school of fish, ready to snap some. He fixed a camera on one of the goldfish, but suddenly, all the fish woke up. Sean needed to make a quick getaway. He swam hard to the surface, and they yanked him onto the boat like sharks chasing. The goldfish flopped around wildly. Things were looking grim. They almost ate to death. Hobbo got a call from the company. The boss told Hobbo they had found the critters in the South China Sea, but they posed no threat there. Still, he decided to swing by and check things out. She met an untimely and mysterious demise at sea. Laura's heart was shattered, and she wanted to know why the ship went haywire. Luckily, the lab had been searching for the sunken ship. The detective found it and dispatched an agent. The professor summoned Laura to view the footage. As the camera fell from a goldfish, Sean found it on the surface, rushed back, and called everyone to see the footage. They watched wreck footage, thinking of Shu's ordeal. Tears flowed down Laura's cheeks, sensing eeriness as the camera zoomed in. Just then, a strange sight appeared behind the wreck. Sean's expression grew serious as the goldfish swam deeper into the ocean. Theoretically, the goldfish had no reason to dive this deep, yet they swam deeper and deeper. Sean caught glimmers of starlight at the seabed. Like in this dark deep sea, there were, astonishingly, inhabitants hiding away. It was a thrilling adventure. And just in time, a blockbuster about a new species of shellfish. On the beach, a couple played cards when a tiny crab suddenly crawled up the girl's leg. She screamed, and the boy couldn't help but laugh. However, the girl stared off in panic. Hundreds of crabs had climbed onto the rocks. The boy quickly fired up the motorbike to escape, but the crabs were right on their tail. During their hasty escape, the boy, due to extreme nervousness, failed to notice the speed, causing the motorcycle to flip over during a turn, and subsequently, both of them fell heavily to the ground, rendering them unconscious. Sean and colleagues discussed the abnormal calls of goldfish in the ocean. He recalled they'd never behaved this way, nor had such phenomena occurred at the seabed. One colleague suggested a wild theory, thinking this was a secret weapon developed by the military. After all, things were getting too, but Sean believed even the military shouldn't use citizens as test subjects, so he decided to continue investigating the strange occurrences. Meanwhile, the Oceanic Research Institute found new mollusks on the Queen Haw, unmatched by past records. As they uploaded their findings, they were shocked to discover these mollusks also showed up elsewhere, an unprecedented occurrence. What's weirder? The mollusk had mysterious white substance found in goldfish brainstem too. The current samples were fragile. They needed more to analyze. Sean drove back to the company to channel his inner agent. The company's security was tightened a lot. When Sean explained his purpose, security suddenly barred his entry time for Sean to pull a clever trick. Will this idea turn everything upside down? Stay tuned to find out.